Morning to you all, Natalie here from Judge Recruitment Limited. I am back with a tips video. It's been a couple of weeks, so definitely one is due. But this week, the tips video is around asking your boss for a pay rise. So a lot of the time, I'm sure we've all heard from family, friends, colleagues, people will say, I've been on the same salary for the last 5 years, haven't been offered an increase, there's not one due or pending, so I'm going to move, I'm looking for a new job. When people say that to me, I always say, have you asked for a pay rise? And a lot of the time people will say, well, I shouldn't have to, I should just be given one. Yes, that would be nice if that happens, and sometimes that does happen. People are recognised, they are offered a salary increase. But you need to be ballsy, you need to go and ask for a pay rise, but you also need to back it up. So if you're asking for more money, for example, are you taking on more responsibilities? Is it that you're absolutely smashing your targets, you're exceeding every single week, month, whatever you've got in place in terms of targets? Has your job role changed? Are you now taking on someone else's job as well because they've left? Whatever it is, if you feel and you can warrant asking for a pay rise, do it. Don't just wait, because in the real world that doesn't always happen. You could be waiting for ages, or in a position where you're then looking for a new job and you haven't actually asked for a pay rise. Also, have a look at market rate, or have a look at what jobs are out there at the moment that are pretty much identical to the one that you're doing. So have a look at what salaries they're paying. Obviously locally as well, so it's a fair comparison. So let's just say, I don't know, if you're in Cornwall and you're looking at jobs in London, obviously the pay rate's going to be higher, so you need to be a bit fair and have a look at jobs that are local and pretty much identical to what you're doing. So basically what I'm saying is, if you're sat there thinking, or going into work thinking, I'm really underpaid, I should be paid a lot more, but you haven't asked your boss for an increase, do it. Grace and balls and go in and ask. You just need to back it up, basically. Go in with the figures, go in with what research you've done, or what it is that you've been doing, or the extra responsibilities that you've taken on. But have that open and honest conversation with them. It's one of those things where if you're happy in your current role, again, I've mentioned this before in a previous video, if you're happy in your job and it's just the money, you should really be looking to leave. You should ask your boss first whether there is, opportunities for your for your salary to increase, and have that conversation before looking elsewhere. So basically, back it up, get some confidence, and go and ask for a pay rise. As long as you can back it up. But give it a go. I hope it works out, and I'll be back in a week or two with a new tips video. Adios.